Hey guys, look at these. These are baby collard greens, I like to call them, because they're very small, which means they're very tender and they're not going to be as bitter. The bigger the collard greens, the more bitter they tend to get. And I have prepared here, I disinfected my sink. I got cold water and vinegar, and I'm just going to wash them. Blanched my collard greens in boiling water for a couple of minutes, took them out, letting them hang out to cool. Here I have about half a pound of ground beef, sauteed some onions, but I added a little bit of bacon fat to my onions for extra flavor. So far I have a tiny bit of oregano, parsley, dried parsley flakes, my mix of sazon that I make, dry seasoning, a little bit of my homemade sriracha sauce, just a tiny bit, not a whole lot. Here, a half a cup of basmati rice that I'm letting it hang out in water before I rinse it out really well. I added my rice. Make sure that you strain the rice really well. You don't want extra water. I increased the rice to a whole cup because adding about a teaspoon of tomato paste just for color. I'm getting ready to add my filling. I do cut this off of it because this tends to make it more bitter, so I cut that off. So here goes my filling, and I'm starting at the end that is open, the two pieces, so that when I come this way, I'll ensure that it closes completely. I'm just gonna roll it up. You just see how I'm rolling it. Fold these here and then start rolling this way. Here you have our first roll up. I'm gonna do another one just to show you what I do again. I'm sorry, but I'm holding my phone, so it makes it difficult for me to show you. But I just take my knife and I just cut all the way down like this until I get rid of this. I do it on both sides. Try not to make them too tight or too snug, because remember, the rice is going to expand and you want to allow it a little bit of room. I am adding a little bit of anote or achote oil to my pan. I'm going to go ahead and get a brush and make sure I spread it around evenly. I'm going to place my stuffed collards in the baking dish. I believe I was able to get 16 rolls, so that is awesome. With the collard greens that I have left, I'm going to take the stem off, and then I'm going to freeze it and use it on meatballs at a later date. I love it like that because you get a real meal. The other thing that I wanted to mention for the stuffing, now, if I would have had some mushroom, I would have also sauteed the mushrooms with the onions and put it all together, but I didn't have that. So, and this is my first time. This was just an idea that I had, and I figured I'd give it a go. So depending on how this comes out, I'll see if I need to tweak it some or if I'll even make it again. But you're making this along with me. I mean, I have no idea what this is, how it's going to turn out. I don't know. My heart is telling me to add chicken stock and not this one. So I'm going to follow what my heart says. So I guess I did have enough chicken stock. So I added the chicken stock. I'm going to drizzle a tiny bit of salt. I'm going to cover it with foil, and I'm going to put it in the oven for 350 for an hour. We are ready to go. You may want to place a cookie sheet in case any of the liquids drip. So my timer went off. I'm going to check what this looks like. Fingers crossed. As you can see, it still has a lot of liquid. I removed about 2 cups of the liquid. I'm going to leave them uncovered for another 30 minutes. Also going to increase the temperature to 360. Finished product, guys. Now I went ahead and made a gravy to go over it because I did not want a red sauce and I did not want a lemon sauce either. So I decided to go this route, and all I'm going to do now is kind of drizzle it over like this. This is how we're gonna have ours. Oh my God, it smells so good. I wish you were in here to smell this. It smells amazing. Now I do have to open one just to show you what it looks like inside. I wanted to mention real quick that to make my gravy, I just used this, the drippings that I took out, which were like a cup, and a little bit of cornstarch. And I just stirred it until it thickens, and that was my gravy, guys, in case you're wondering. You guys, all I'm going to say, OMG, I am so proud of myself. These came out incredibly delicious. Please subscribe and don't forget to give it a thumbs up.